Hello guys, and welcome again to one of my new videos. Today I have this car. It's a Nissan Sentra, I believe. It's a Nissan Versa, okay? It's 2014, and I want to check the transmission CVT fluid level. One problem that I found with this car that it took me a little while to figure out, and I thought it would be very helpful for you, it's that when you check the dipstick, I already removed it. This is a dipstick that comes to check the transmission fluid. One, it's a pain in the ass to get it out, because there's this clip that you have to push, so you have to grab a little toothpick and push it so that you can get it out from there. You see, and it's gonna be, you have to unclip it from there. So you guys have to get a plastic tab. Mine is broken, so that took me a while to figure this out, but I ended up using a plier and just breaking this tab so I wouldn't have this issue anymore. That's all. One of my first problems. The second problem, I started feeling where the dipstick goes. I started putting transmission fluid until it showed that it was up to there. Well, that's not right, because this is the wrong measurement. I don't know why they well, Nissan does it, so you take it to the dealership and they do it with their own stick, which they have the right size. It's gonna be a 10-inch stick that will measure the right amount. So you will with this you will always get it wrong, unless you make one, okay? And that's what I'm gonna show you now. I'm gonna show you how to make your own stick so you can check the fluid on this. I am having issues with the gears not going up, down. It's like kind of jerking, and the RPMs not being super stable. It doesn't slip, so that's a good sign, but my fluid level is definitely wrong. So this is what I'm gonna do, guys. I have this straw. This one I just removed it from a sprayer. This is about 11 inches. So what I'm gonna do, guys, okay, and this is gonna be homemade, okay? It's not gonna be super fancy. Let me just go here, guys, and show you. It's kind of a mess. It's been raining a lot, and I haven't had much time to get everything super neat. But you see, guys, it's a sprayer. So what you guys want to do is you want to measure this, and you want to make sure it's you mark this, okay? So for example, this one, it's gonna be like this. So this is 11 inches, okay? So I'm gonna put my blue tape right there, so I know where to stop when I put the stick in. And then I'm gonna measure 1 inch, and I'm gonna make a mark on the one, and then I'm gonna make another mark on the second one, and that will tell me where the high is, okay? So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, my friends, so this is what it looks like. Now with this, I'm gonna be able to put this in. Maybe I can just press this like this, and then maybe I'm gonna cut it so I can hold my finger here, and then it will hold the line to where the level is. So let's see if that works. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like. I am gonna turn the car on so I don't hurt myself with the blades of the fan. And while the engine is hot, you guys will check the level. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if it works. Like this, you guys put it like that. You'll feel the end of the tape, and then maybe you just stick your it's kind of a tough just to close it with your finger. Maybe if you can put something else, like close it with another thing, maybe that's easier. Let's see. Okay. Okay, see, there's a lot. I have to remove a little bit more, so let's put this back. See, this works in theory, so I'm gonna put this, or actually I'm gonna add so much bottles here, guys. Okay, see, it kind of works like a syringe. You can actually put a syringe there too, or something to stop the air from coming out when you pull this out. Now let's remove some of these. Okay, so this is also my homemade pump. As you can see, I'm using the same stick that I use, the straw that I used to measure the level, and then I added another tube here, and this will reach all the way to the bottom, and then I just spray it into, you just spray it into a bottle. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down there. Oh, okay, that's came off, that's okay, just put it back later. And it sucks Nissan does this, because I'm sure more than one person got confused by this. It's really annoying where it is, and they made it super hard for people, normal people like us, trying to fix this. Let's see. Okay guys, I just removed some, maybe like a quarter of a bottle, and I'm gonna measure again. If you guys need to mark the lines again, do it. Okay, so I have the stick there. I put my finger, my thumb, like that. Very tight spot. The level came up, which that's because the car is not running and it's getting cold. So we have to turn the car on again so that it starts flowing inside the engine. So I'm gonna do that again right now. I'm gonna turn the car on, go through all the gears, and make sure the transmission fluid it goes around the transmission. Let's see. Just make sure you go through all the gears. Okay. Look, my friends, if you can do it, A-Bar, how are you, bro? Good, bro, good, thank you. Have a good day, bro. Alright, my friends, I'm gonna teach you a little trick here. If you guys can put a longer stick, or just do it like this, it's gonna be much better than just a stick. This way you don't hurt your finger with the stand, and then you can still put your finger here, your thumb, and then you can measure the level, exactly what it is. So let me try to put this more down. Okay, so that's where it should be. Now grab this like this, and you will pull this out, and you will know the level, which is still very, very high. Yeah, this is not good. Still very, very high. Has to be less, way less. So I'm gonna remove some right now. Okay guys, so I'm gonna check it again, and I'm gonna do it with the engine running, because mainly why I don't do it with the engine running is because that fan right there, I don't want it to, you know, cut my hand. So that's mainly why I didn't use the, mainly why I did it with the engine off. So now you grab this, and that's how much we have, which means we have to remove some more. But that is much better than what it was before. Yeah, we had a lot of extras, so I hope that helps. And I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna remove some transmission fluid again. Alright my friends, I'm doing the final check, and I put the stick again here, and there we go. This is where we're at. Let me show you. Alright my friends, I'm gonna do the final check now. I got the stick all the way there, and now I'm gonna pull it out, and we'll see where. So let me just make sure it's all the way there where it's supposed to be. Okay, right there. That's why we have the blue tape. And then so I think it's right now. We are between the two lines. We could add a little bit more, but look guys, I remove let's see, 2 quarts, like we have 3, 6, 7, 8, about 8 quarts. I remove about 8 quarts here. So what I think that what happened when I first checked this was like this. This wasn't clipped on, so I feel like somebody tried to mess with this before, and they didn't know, and they put too much fluid. It overfilled, and then it had a lot, but it wasn't enough to read this. And then after that it kept running really, really bad. So I think this messed it up big time. And the good thing is that transmission is not broken. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off for a ride right now, and I'm gonna tell you guys if it works better than before, and if it does, we fix our issue. If you guys find this helpful so far, please make sure to subscribe and like this video and share. Please comment if you have the same issue. We're all here to help each other out. So again, thank you guys for watching. Alright my friends, so I'm back in the garage right now, and I drove it for about 10 minutes. I went to the freeway and I drove it. I got it up to 60, and then it went up to 5. All right, my friends, to conclude this video, I just want to say that you have to make sure you do this procedure for the next 2 days. Usually it takes 100 miles for the computer to relearn, so you'll probably experience some pulling when you accelerate or when you deaccelerate, and maybe you will experience some higher RPMs for longer than what it should, and then it would drop down to normal. So this can happen for the next 50 to 100 miles, so about 1 to 3 days. Make sure you come back, you check the oil, the fluid, make sure it's still on that line. And yeah, and my recommendation is to remove, when you get a chance, maybe drive it and then just remove some of the old oil, old fluid, maybe remove 2 to 3 quarts and then put back 2 to 3 quarts. And this is how you'll renew the transmission fluid, so that you can get a longer lasting CVT on your car. So thank you guys for watching. If this helped you, please don't forget to subscribe and to give me a like, and I will see you on the next video.